Blake Godby from Vintage Motors of Sarasota with our 1976 Bronco Sport in this stunning green poly paint with a white roof and a white interior. This car we bought in late February, early March. In the past was on display in our museum, the Sarasota Classic Car Museum. The past owners used to come and drive it while they were in town. It wasn't just a static vehicle. It was an actual driven example where they used it, enjoyed it. They owned the car for about 28 years. During that time, they told me a couple things about it. I love this car quite a bit. What I thought was quite interesting about them is the only reason why I came to our museum because they sold their home, bought a beautiful sailboat, and they were sailing the world on their boat. So that's how we got this stunning Bronco. During that time period, they had it down here. They were originally from Wisconsin, and they purchased the car out of California. After that, they moved this car down here about 15, 16 years ago. They drove the car. They kept it up maintenance-wise, just basic stuff to keep it going. They cared for it. They loved it. I've never seen this car ever fail on them. They never had to call me to fix it. It's a really nice example. They really wanted to put air conditioning in it, so unfortunately they didn't get to it. They sold us the car, and we put air conditioning in it. Let's go over some of the items that we did to this Bronco over the last few months. So from late February into March, we have a little over 55 hours into this. We did new vintage AC. We did new chrome valve covers, new brake calipers and pads, new brake shoes, new exhaust, front to back, both sides. New brake hoses, new or valve cover gaskets, new front springs, new steering shock, new brake booster and master cylinder, 4 new shock absorbers, refinished exhaust manifolds and hardware, new leaf springs and shackles, new gas tank, gloss black, oil and filter change, new intake gasket, new carburetor, new rear bumper, new door handles, and new Bronco Sport badging. So the rest of it is the best part. The 302 V8 is backed by an automatic transmission, repainted the air cleaner, repainted the intake, removed the intake, did new hardware where needed, the new brake booster and master cylinder, new hoses, refinished the exhaust manifolds down here with new hardware. That's the beautiful new compressor, new condenser, did a coolant flush, oil change as mentioned before, and transmission flush, and we put a new transmission filter and gasket on. The new carburetor runs quite well. It's actually the same one that they had on here before, but I replicated it because it did run well, but I didn't like the way it looked. It didn't look fresh enough. So we put a new one on. We have all new hoses. We have new reservoir for the sprayers, new battery, cleaned up some wiring, did a new pulley, new alternator, new positive and negative cables. We tightened up the steering, did the new springs and shocks right here. They look very nice. This car has a 2-inch lift. I think the Bronco originally sat a little too low, so I like that they did this 2-inch lift. This is the new Bronco Sport badging that we bought. New mirror installed, new door handles. The door jambs are quite tidy. Did new armrests. I believe these are actually the original door panels here. New window cranks. There is the new air conditioning. Steering wheel. The interior is quite nice. Seat belts all the way around. We have the speedo here showing 85,321.3 miles, and we've probably done a little over 321 of those miles during our ownership, which is great. Break it in, enjoy it. We love it. My girlfriend loves this car. Headliner shows well, no scratches, dents, bowing, nothing like that. All the hardware is quite nice. This is a removable top. It will take you a little bit to get it off, but it is a removable top. The back bench looks very nice. And we're going to move to the back, and this is all the records of what we have done. And I'm going to show a few notable things. This came with the car. This is just like a Bronco guide type of thing here. Some NPD. We spent $3,614 at NPD. This came with the car. This is just like a speedo, so I left that one in. This is just an extra part that comes with it. We went through at the beginning of the video some of the major things that we did to the Bronco here. These are the seat belts for the rear, and they are Fomoco, so they are originals. All the green paint is quite nice. The tailgate has 0 scratches on it. It's never been used. We did new taillight surrounds, new taillight lenses, new rear bumper here, new latch down here for the tire carrier. And let me take all this off so you can see this closing. And that's closed. No, now that this is wrapped up, we're going to move on to doing the cold start, driving it, all that sort of thing. So that way you can see that. Fire it up. Starts up so fast, starter can't even keep up. No smoke out of that pipe. Let's go for a drive. Alright, let's roll up the windows. Get a little air conditioning moving here. So there's the fan speed. Alright. Full cold. It's starting to get cold. Now it's cold. Everything is nice. Little mark there. Brakes work well. It's really hot here in Florida, so this air conditioning is nice. We can turn that off for the video. Works effortlessly. Dash is nice. Drive straight down the road. No pulling, no popping, no nothing. Some of you just turn the key and drive. It doesn't do any heat soak issues either, which is really nice. No vapor locking. We run non-ethanol in these classics because it runs smoother and also is better for sitting. Doesn't hurt any sort of rubbers in the internals. I will note there is some seepage coming out of the oil pan gasket, but it's a classic. I think that's something that you all should expect. Nothing is crazy underneath there, no large leaks, nothing like that, just some seepage around the oil pan. It's just a car that you can confidently get in, be proud that you own it. Looks great, color beams in the sunlight. No leaks. Really great example. Use it as a car and enjoy. And then we're going to take a bunch of pictures so you can refer to anything that I may or may not have missed during this video in the gallery. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy bidding on this wonderful Bronco.